I have shopped items for my business worth over millions of naira on Alibaba. I didn't pay with dollar card and I didn't get scammed. I was not scammed. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you all say how I shop safely on Alibaba without making payments in dollar and also without getting scammed. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa. I'm a mini importation coach. I teach business owners how to start importing from China, and I also talk about business and business ideas. So if this sounds like what you're really interested in, join the family and subscribe to this channel because I believe we'll be learning a lot from each other. If you're into importation business, irrespective of any country that you're in, or you would like to go into importation business, Alibaba is a very good platform that you can use to import straight from China to your country, irrespective of any item or machine that you would like to buy. This is a video of the product, the item I bought on Alibaba without having a dollar account, without paying using dollar. That one of the challenges that a lot of people face, especially people that want to start buying from Alibaba in Nigeria and other African countries, one is making payments. Because of the restrictions with Nigerian banks, you can't use your card to make payments on Alibaba successfully. You have to either use a third-party app, and this most times these apps, their charges are way too high. The strategies I used to shop on Alibaba without going through this process, I'm going to share with you all how I did it so you can actually try it out. First of all, Alibaba is a very big online marketplace where manufacturers, wholesalers list their products for business owners all around the world to come and buy from and start selling in their own respective countries. In Alibaba, they also have trading companies like middlemen. Okay, these middlemen, they buy from manufacturers, all right, and they sell to business owners. And on Alibaba also, they have manufacturers and factories. These people, if you're lucky to get them, you'll be buying directly from them. I'm also going to explain to you how you can find manufacturers and factories instead of middlemen and trading companies on Alibaba. So pay close attention. And on Alibaba also, there are scammers. These scammers on Alibaba, they will be pretending to be suppliers, to be manufacturers, just to take your money. Once your money enters their hand, their store and everything about them will vanish. And I know you wouldn't want to fall into those kind of people when shopping on Alibaba for your business. So the sole aim of this video is going to be how to identify real manufacturers and factories on Alibaba and how to make payments if you don't have dollar accounts, if you don't have dollar card, if you can't pay in dollar. First of all, for me, when I'm looking for manufacturers on Alibaba, I don't always use pictures that sellers on Alibaba upload on their store. I always look for red flags and green flags in any store I see on Alibaba. To spot a real legit manufacturer on Alibaba, here are green flags that you should look out for. Real manufacturers on Alibaba will always have a gold supplier status. When you see a store on Alibaba with a gold supplier status, it means that they have paid Alibaba for verification. They have verified their store on Alibaba. Then the second green flag to spot a real legit manufacturer on Alibaba is verified badge. Real manufacturers, legit manufacturers will always have a verified badge, which means that they have passed independent third-party inspection by Alibaba and their team. Then the third green flag that real manufacturers will always have on Alibaba is trade assurance. This particular one is very, very important. You look for it. Look for manufacturers that has trade assurance. When they have a trade assurance on Alibaba, it means that their payment method is verified. That means when you make payments, Alibaba is going to protect your payments. I mean, these people cannot get away with the money you give them on Alibaba. Then I also look for how long they have been on Alibaba. I look for stores that has been on Alibaba for 3 years plus. Because when it comes to Alibaba, the longer a store has been on Alibaba, the better. It shows they have done a huge number of transactions. I can even go as far as looking for stores that have been on Alibaba for 7 years plus. Now, when it comes to red flags, the first red flags is a store that doesn't have a trade assurance. Irrespective of how cheap their product is listed or how beautiful the picture they uploaded on their store is, if they don't have trade assurance, my dear, run. That's a red flag. But then, if you think that their prices is good for you and you want to proceed with such people that has a red flag, then you have to request for a video call. They should show you around their factory or their warehouse. If they refuse video call, run. This one, in this occasion, you don't even need to think twice. And one of the real hacks I also use, if I check all these things and I reach out to them privately on Alibaba, one hack I always use, that I always ask them for their business license and factory photos. When you find real suppliers on Alibaba, they will be happy to share their business license and factory photos with you privately. But if you request for it and they refuse or give you excuses, my dear, that's another big red flag. Now, let me throw more light on why you should also focus on suppliers or manufacturers that have trade assurance. When they have trade assurance, it means that your money is protected. So even if the supplier did not deliver, you still have the chance of getting your money back, asking for a refund, and Alibaba will give your money back. And when it comes to successfully shopping on Alibaba, another strategy that I use is negotiation skills, because I always like to go for the lowest prices. Okay, a very good price. Because of course it's for business, so I always want to buy to make profit. First of all, on that particular product that I want to buy, I will contact at least 5 different suppliers. So when I contact them, I'll ask for a quotation. So when they send me their different quotations, I will compare their quotations. And I always ask them the prices that will give me for repeatedly placing orders on with them. Okay. So when I get the particular factory that will be able to give me a very good price, I'll go with them. When it comes to buying, let's say I've decided to go with the one that will give me a very good price. When it comes to buying, I don't just go into buying in bulk, okay, buying so many large quantities. No, I buy, I request for samples, I buy samples, small quantities from them. This is because I would like to check the speed of the delivery to my shipping company. I would like to check the quality of the products when I receive them. Okay, so as a business owner who would like to go into importation using Alibaba, you should also adopt this strategy so that you don't end up buying in bulk product that doesn't have quality or that you might not be able to sell. Another thing is that I always consider my shipping company before I even start reaching out to searching for suppliers, manufacturers on Alibaba. I must have already gotten a shipping company that I'll be working with. Okay, then when I get a shipping company, I'll get their shipping address, send it to these suppliers when I finally finish negotiating with them and finish making payments. And they'll ship the items I bought from their warehouse to this shipping company warehouse. And it will be the responsibility of that shipping company to send my goods from China to Nigeria. Now, I know a lot of you have been waiting for, okay, how do you pay these manufacturers on Alibaba if you say that you don't pay them in dollar? Because obviously, on Alibaba platform, you can only make payments in dollar. The thing is, surprisingly, if I want to buy on Alibaba, I pay the manufacturers, I pay the Chinese suppliers and with Chinese yen, I pay them with RMB. And they'll be like, how do you do it, coach? Don't worry. That is why I took my time to explain what I look out for on each manufacturer dashboard or supplier store that I see on Alibaba. Okay, so make sure that you have memorized all those things I explained that I look out for. So when it comes to payments, when it comes to payments, I don't have dollar card, but I don't use other third-party payments to pay Chinese suppliers on Alibaba, and I don't pay directly on Alibaba. That is why I always take my time to verify that manufacturer store, that supplier store, using all those features I've explained before going ahead to initiate a business conversation or a business deal with them. Take a look at this video. This item, I bought it straight from Alibaba. These 2 big boxes, and these are millions of naira. These are machines for my business. I've not done the unboxing, but I will still do the unboxing. I promised you guys this in my previous video. Okay, so stay tuned so that you see what is actually inside that box, that 2 boxes. But then I didn't pay the suppliers directly on Alibaba. I paid them directly to their Alipay account. Directly. I paid directly to the Alipay account using Chinese yen. Okay, and trust me, this method is even cheaper. Okay, because paying with RMB is cheaper than paying with dollar. And so this is what I do. When I'm done negotiating prices with these suppliers, I tell them what I want to buy. The next thing I do is that I send them my WeChat ID. I'll ask them to add me on WeChat. Okay, serious manufacturers, serious factories, they will gladly add you on WeChat. So when they add me on WeChat, we start talking from there, because on WeChat you can call people on video call. I will request that I call them on video call so that they'll be able to show me their factory, show me their warehouse, show me the items I want to buy. They say they have in their store. So when I call them, I see their face, they show me around, show me factories, show me their business license and everything, just exactly with what they sent to me on Alibaba. Okay. So when I'm satisfied, I will request for their Alipay QR code. So as an RMB exchanger, I always have RMB, I always have Chinese yen, and getting it is easier and cheaper for me than getting dollar to pay them directly on Alibaba. So when they send me the Alipay code, I'll transfer Chinese yen directly to the Alipay account and transaction is done. Before I make payment, they will send me invoice, pro forma invoice, okay, for record purposes, for official purposes. In case they try to run away, I can always report them to WeChat and I can always report the payments I made to Alipay, right? So there are so many ways to catch a thief when it comes to importation business, if actually you know your onion. So this is basically how I pay manufacturers, how I pay Chinese yen on Alibaba directly using Alipay, directly using Chinese yen. Okay. So once I make payments like that, I send them my shipping address and they will deliver what I've paid for straight to my shipping company and they'll ship them down to me in Nigeria. Okay, this is a conversation of a supplier that I've made business with. Okay, we connected from Alibaba and we we landed on WeChat. I made payments, I made transactions. They sent me pictures and videos of the item I paid for, shipped it, took it to my shipping agent, and it was shipped down to me. It's part of what I also do unboxing with you guys. Okay, I'm still setting it up. So don't worry. Someone I will still do the unboxing with you all. So it's very, very simple. I will always use this method again and again and again. But please, if you want to follow me in this method, make sure that you verify the suppliers very well, like I've explained earlier, before you send them money directly. Before you go and pay money to scammers and they will run away with your money. Don't say that this is what Lisa said. Know what I explained. This is exactly how I safely import directly from Alibaba, okay, without getting scammed and without paying in dollar, okay, and without paying directly on Alibaba. All right. If you have questions, let me know in the comment section. If you if you need guidance on any kind, verifying a supplier on Alibaba or whatever, let me know in the comment section, okay? Even if you don't have questions, leave a comment, all right? And please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you've not subscribed before. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.